In October 1577, Walsingham had arrested the Spanish ambassador, Antonio de Guares, after a plot was discovered to overthrow the English regime in Ireland.
Un nouvel ambassadeur est envoyé d'Espagne.
A new ambassador is sent from Spain. His name is Bernardino de Mendoza, and he is the perfect diplomat. But under the surface, he is an accomplished spy and very knowledgeable. He immediately sets about organizing a secret network, which the English ignore. He arrived in March 78, in the year of the third expedition, and had to start from scratch. He paid several people for information. Then the third voyage left in June 78 from London, actually from Southampton. Mendoza succeeded in putting a man on board, whose job was to collect information and spy for Spain. This is information that we didn't know until recently. We only learned about it from a letter written by Ambassador Mendoza, which had been lost in the Spanish archives. The Spanish archives were seized by Napoleon's army in 1808 and were only returned to Spain in 1942 at a meeting between Franco and Pétain in Marseille.
Les lettres de l'ambassadeur espagnol avaient déjà été publiées par un Britannique.
The letters of the Spanish ambassador had been published by an Englishman in the 19th century. We noticed that there were new letters that had not been published by this person. So we tried to determine which ones. And there was this one letter that seemed to be very promising and appeared to be dated November 15th, 1 month after Frobisher's return. The only problem was that the deciphered copy of this letter, written using a number code, was missing. There was only the coded version, so we didn't have the key to open it. We started with nothing. When I got the letter, it had been around for at least 20 years, but no one had succeeded in breaking the code. After a while, I noticed that there were patterns that changed frequently. It took a long time, but one day I broke the code. Mendoza's informant had provided detailed information about the ship's trench mine on Codlinarn starting in March 1578 and sent samples of the ore to Mendoza in April. In the November 15th letter, the man clearly had excellent access to the mining operation and was very well informed about the assaying, and wrote that the metallurgists had deliberately salted their ore samples in order to encourage interested parties.